Alright, what is up? So I know this isn't an NBA 2K video, and no, I did not stop playing NBA 2K17, but I'm going to try to kind of spread out my content in a sense because I don't want my channel to be limited to only NBA 2K. Now this doesn't mean that I won't be uploading NBA 2K videos anymore. I'm always going to be uploading NBA 2K videos. That is currently my favorite game, but I'm going to be uploading more of a variety of games alongside of those, especially with this game right here, The Division. Enough with the explaining and onto the video. So as the title says, the build I'm presenting is an entirely exotic build that outputs well over 400,000 DPS and well over 300,000 toughness. This build is rather balanced as opposed to the more tankier, the more glass cannon builds we usually see the community use. Now if you're the type of player who prefers the high-end talents rather than the exotic talents, then this build is distinctly not for you. But if you're a player such as myself who wants a good build and loves to see their inventory full of exotics, then this is most definitely for you. I'm just warning you that this build was very, very time consuming to obtain and will not magically make you a better player. Personally, I believe that it takes pure skill to be a good Division player rather than gear or weapons or vice versa. That's just my 2 cents. So my primary weapon, without a doubt, the Bullfrog with deadly and responsive. If you don't know much about the Bullfrog, it's a great weapon. The only downside is the immense amount of recoil it comprises of. A better option will probably be an Urban MDR, a gun in which I haven't managed to get my hands on just yet. For my secondary weapon, I always prefer a sniper because I do tend to get a bit irritated in terms of NPCs never popping their head out of cover. But for the most part, you can put anything in the secondary weapon slot, whatever makes you happy as a player. Sidearms for me don't really matter. Other people may beg to differ, but I'm just not the type of player who uses them all that often, which I probably should. I'll get to that topic later when we get to the holster. So those are the weapons I use, and like I said, I'd love to have an Urban MDR, but if anyone watching knows anything about the drop rate of those, you'd know it's a grind to obtain one. So for all of the exotic armor, I'm sure you 10 viewers are well aware of their names, so I'll just tell you what I've rolled on them. So for body armor, I was lucky enough to have 16,000 health and 52% ammo capacity already equipped, so I just rolled stamina and threw 2 stamina mods on it. For the mask, it already came with firearms, so I just rolled critical hit chance and threw stamina mod on that as well. For knee pads, they came with firearms also, so I just rolled health on them, and the minor attributes are almost always amazing, which is a lovely thing about Short Bro Championship pads. For my backpack, it came stock with health as a major attribute, so I simply rolled firearms, but this time I threw a firearms/health mod on that. For gloves, the ideal stats to have would be critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and weapon damage of your choice, and firearms. That would be considered a god roll in the Division community. Unfortunately, my gloves are missing critical hit chance, and it just wasn't worth it to roll critical hit chance when weapon damage is the most important major attribute for gloves, in my opinion, of course. And last but definitely not least, for my holster, once again, it came with health, so I went over the recalibration desk and rolled firearms on it, and this gives me the opportunity to explain my sidearm situation from earlier. If you read the talent that comes with the Colonel Bliss holster, you'll see that utilizing the sidearm with this holster grants a huge benefit in terms of overall damage, of course temporarily. Now you may have noticed I didn't go over performance mods. Well, that's because they're almost always never crucial or affect the build in any negative way if not equipped. I'm merely running a lot of support station range, a decent amount of support station healing speed because personally I use a lot of support station. Obviously if you're going with more healer type build, you would use first aid self heals, but like I said, interpret this build how you please. I personally love it because it's balanced for my playstyle and it's full exotic, which kind of gives me the feeling of self-accomplishment. You guys may not like it, but it makes me happy. So, and you never know, maybe one of you will think it's a cool build. I don't know. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you didn't like the video, don't subscribe, leave a dislike, I don't care. And if you're already subscribed to me from my NBA 2K videos and you somehow made it all the way to the end of this video, don't worry, my next video will probably be an NBA 2K video. Thanks again.